Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Desperado from 1995. It's directed by Robert Rodriguez and stars Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek. In an earlier review, I talked about a YouTube channel I like called CinemaSins that does a series called Everything Wrong with Insert Film Title Here. There's a nice little touch they always do on these films, and that's give them a new title that is humorously and pop culturally relevant. They haven't done an Everything Wrong with Desperado yet, but were they to, I absolutely know what the new title they would give it would be: Squib Game. Now, let me make it instantly unfunny and explain the joke. If you're not aware of what a squib is, it is a term used to refer to the electronic match or detonator used to trigger a pyrotechnic of some kind, often the kind that show a bullet connecting with something, particularly an actor. Well, there are a ton of squibs used in Desperado, which is good. Nowadays, squibs are replaced often by CGI and it just doesn't look the same. Or at least one would think. They used a mix of squibs and a gun that essentially fired fake blood at its target. Fake gun that shoots blood? Still better than a CGI bullet impact effect any day, I say. Desperado is a sequel to writer, director, producer, editor Robert Rodriguez's earlier film El Mariachi, but it's been so long since I've seen any of the films in the trilogy, which also includes 2003's Once Upon a Time in Mexico, that I wasn't sure at first if this film was a sequel of El Mariachi or if it was a pseudo-remake of El Mariachi. Well, since my memory sucked, I had to look it up and learn it is definitely a sequel. Anyway, it's the continuing vengeance adventures of El Mariachi, who is played by Antonio Banderas now, and along the way he bumps into Salma Hayek's Carolina as the body and bullet count rises. This movie is endlessly fun and very, very cool. Not smooth, because El Mariachi seems to luck into most of his gunplay, but I can absolutely 100% guarantee that this film is an exercise in being the coolest motherfucker in the room. There's also memorable bit performances from the likes of Quentin Tarantino, Danny Trejo, Cheech Marin, and Steve Buscemi playing a character named, I shit you not, Buscemi. Go ahead, check the credits. There's a lot of guns, a lot of bullets, a lot of bodies, and a lot of blood in this film, but nowhere is there any dead weight. This film rules, which is why I'm giving it an A. And tomorrow we watch the first film in a double feature disc of horror called Destroyer. See y'all then.